Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well, having a good weekend. Welcome aboard. Today we're going to be doing Shelf Sweet 16 of the collection. Let's crack on, see what we've got here. Right, we're starting off with a bang on this one with Sideways. Magnificent comedy starring Paul Giamatti, Thomas Hayden Church. Two best friends go on a stag weekend. Paul Giamatti wants to go wine tasting. Thomas Hayden Church wants to have one final fling before he's married, and hilarity ensues. Really, really good. One of my favourites. I say that's touching my top 10. Next up, M. Night Shyamalan's Signs, one of his better films. Sightseers, fantastic dark British comedy, really worth a watch. Silence, bit of Martin Scorsese. Silver Linings Playbook, a comedy that I enjoy. The Marvellous Sin City, and the good but not quite as good Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For. Another underrated British comedy, Sing Street, about a band in Ireland. Really good, that is. Sinister, some spooky stuff. More spooky stuff with a fantastic Sixth Sense. One I've not watched yet, Skyfire. I think it's a disaster movie, but I'm not quite sure. Skyscraper with a Rock, really good. Slumdog Millionaire. Took me years to watch that, and when I did, I really enjoyed it. Snitch, more rock. Song of the South. Present from Larry, thank you, mate. Some Like It Hot, top tier Billy Wilder comedy. Sophie's Choice, really hard to watch, really good drama. Sorcerer, I think the original film, The Wages of Fear, is far superior. But that's okay, but I would recommend you watch the original first. Sound of Music. Southpaw, boxing drama with Jake Gyllenhaal. Something else that Larry sent me, which I'll be really eternally grateful. The Complete Space 1999, wonderful series. Three of the greatest westerns ever made. A Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more. The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. I really can't decide what to call this trilogy. My version's the Spaghetti Western trilogy. I've heard it called the Dollars trilogy. I've heard it called the Man with No Name trilogy. What would you call it? Spartacus. Needs no introduction. Classic stuff. Spectre. Bit of James Bond. One of the finest ever action movies in Speed. Speed Racer. I enjoyed that one. Out of 10, I think this movie goes all the way to 11. Spinal Tap. Splice. That was a good Poundland find. Not a bad sci-fi film. That I like that. Split. Some more M. Night Shyamalan. James McAvoy, fantastic in that. Spotlight. Everybody raved about it, but it bored me to tears. Maybe I was caught me on the wrong day and I need to rewatch it. Who knows? Spring, a brilliant horror film. Recommend anybody buy that. Go into watching it not knowing a thing about it and watch it unfold. Spy. Not the biggest Melissa McCarthy fan, but that's alright. Miss Melissa McCarthy even. The Square Ring, a network release I haven't seen before. Stalingrad, another one I need to get around to. I've heard only good things. Standoff, that's a brilliant little action film, that is, with Lawrence Fishburne and Thomas Jane. Recommend that one. The 1930s, A Star Is Born, with Janet Gaynor. Brilliant. The 1950s, A Star Is Born, Judy Garland, which is possibly my favourite. The 1970s version with Barbra Streisand. And the more recent one with Lady Gaga, which I thought was excellent. And Lady Gaga, such a talented woman. Stargate, brilliant science fiction, as is Starship Troopers. The first 6 Star Wars movies, followed by A Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of the Skywalker. They take a lot of heat, them newer ones, but I quite liked them. Rogue One, State of Play, good cast, Russell Crowe, Ben Affleck, Rachel McAdams, Helen Mirren. Stealth, decent action film. Straight Outta Compton, I've not seen that, I must get round to it. Only ever heard good things, and not a bit into rap, but that doesn't matter apparently. Apparently it's really good. And some science fiction, Strange Days, Lastly Up. Not watched my Blu-ray copy yet. Yeah, so some decent stuff on that shelf. I'll pick you one out, a recommendation. And it's going to be what I started with, Sideways. I just love this film. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant comedy. Directed by Alexander Payne, who's one of my favourite directors as well. Brought out some fantastic films. Give that a watch if you haven't seen it. You might struggle to get it on Blu-ray because I think it's heavily out of print now. So that's it for everything on shelf. What did I say? Sweet 16, didn't I? Thanks for watching once again. Give me a like if you've liked it. Don't worry if you haven't. Okay, take care. Have a nice rest of the weekend. Goodbye.